right? We can jump over to our search and snip tab here. Now in our document viewer, let's pull down our folder drop-down menu and we can actually switch over to our partnership agreement folder. In our file drop-down, there should only be one file, and that will be the partnership agreement. Now, if you work with partnerships and you're pulling out information from any sort of partnership agreement, or you're doing any sort of contract review, operating agreement review, for any sort of compliance, profit allocation, cost allocation, a lot of you might have a template set up that tells you which specific information you have to pull out. Setting that template up and using DataSnipper to extract that information is super helpful. One is going to be our sort of search and snip capability. The other option as well is that you have a much easier time reviewing with that cross-referencing. So let's just go through a quick little example for some of these line items. So in this case, we're only going to be working with this single partnership agreement. But with the text snip option, what I can do is pretty quickly and easily extract all of the information that I want. So I'm going to pull out the partner name first. I can then go down to the address here and highlight over. This is definitely going to save some time from manually keying in this information. But again, it also does create that cross-reference. So if I'm anywhere on a different page or a different document, the moment I click back in, it makes it really easy to see where that information is pulled from. So it's very easy and quick to review. Now, of course, I can go down the page and I can see my contributions are listed here. So I can go ahead and pull those out. Go ahead and draw those over here. Now, let's say I want to not scroll through and look through the document when I'm looking for ownership here. So what I can actually do is in the search bar in the document viewer, you just type in ownership or interest or whatever your key term might be. And we'll get a pop-up that shows in all of our documentation, anywhere that key term or even the number that you're searching is going to show up, right? So you can see here we have, if I scroll over this first option, the second option, and you can even see from a different document that key term was found. So this is also really helpful if you're looking through multiple different contracts or multiple different agreements or at the same time. You have the ability right within Excel to search through all of your documentation. Now, if you just want to snip out the key term here, all you have to do is click snip here, and it's going to snip where that function is, or that key term is rather. If I go ahead and just delete this snip quickly, let me redo my search here, and I can see here, I see where that ownership reference is. And I can see here on page 2, rather, we can see that we have our percentages here, which I can now easily use my text snip to pull out that information. Now, we don't have to fill this whole thing while we're on the line here for time's sake, but just to show you another example, let's say we wanted to look for any dissolution terms. I can use my search bar. I can see where there's a reference on page 3, which is going to bring me right to my section. So again, I can click snip here, which will pull out the term that you searched. Or you can always use your text snip and pull out any piece of information here. Now, again, you can just pull out, let's say, that section if you just want to have that section reference. So, as a reviewer, really anyone coming into this document, they can click on that cell, and it will bring them right to where that information was pulled from.